How you guys doing? We got some crazy news for you.
What?
Just kidding.
We'll get to that later.
Oh, shit.
I'm a grown-ass kid. Swear I should be locked up for stupid that I did, but I'm a champion. So I turn tragedy to triumph. Make music that's fire. Get my soul through the wire.
I iced out my wrist
Iced.
with Popple.
Yes. New spot. This show is a little different when we're sober, you know?
Yeah, it is. It's
a little slower.
Just a little bit, guys.
I haven't drank since episode 200, everyone.
Really?
I have
been
not
a week.
drank since episode 200. Now, you will see me drink with Scobee when we interviewed Josh Scobee, Jaguars great, all-time leading scorer.
That was just one beer.
That
right?
was not even a full beer. So I don't count that. If I drink a beer in a social setting, just one, that does not count as drinking. Plus, I'd already eaten dinner. My liver is chilling. It's doing no work. I assume it's not doing any work to filter that out.
Yeah. I can't say the same. I've been drinking for the past 4 or 5 days. Feel great, though. Feel great. Drank Thursday night.
I will let me just send a little warning out. I've been a little under the weather since episode 200.
Yes.
Episode 200 killed me, wiped me out. My immune system shot after that. And I must have caught a little bug. So
Shut the fuck up. I'll just go back on to what I was saying. I was drinking all weekend. I went down to Daytona, had a little NASCAR weekend / super spreader parties. So we'll see what comes of that during the rest of the week. But
if you give me COVID, I'm going to kill you.
If you give me COVID, I'm going to kill you. So
go get the knife. One of us dying.
All right. Too far. Too far. But yes, we interviewed Scobee last week, and then I think I mentioned on episode 200 at the end, I went on like a tangent of my raves, and part of my raves are what I had going on.
Oh no, that was the week before.
Part of my raves were about what I had going on this past week and weekend. So now that that's over, I've got a more chill week this week, and I'm excited to kind of just relax and shit again before football season gets underway here. So we got college coming up. NFL's about to start. We literally college football this weekend, and then NFL season less than 14 days away. So it's about to kick into high gear here soon.
What matchup are you looking forward to most this college football weekend? I can't wait. This is my first college football Saturday that I will be able to just sit on the couch and watch football. I don't have to go to work.
I can't tell if you're actually excited for that or if you're still snoozing on college football.
Excited.
Sometimes I bring it up and you're like...
Since we've been doing this pod, only the first season of Dunn and Drew I was able to watch college football. Ever since then, I was in a job that I had to work weekends. So I finally get to sit at home and watch College Game Day morning. It's going to be amazing.
And there's a lot of top 25 matchups this weekend too, and that's kind of rare for week one. They usually book like the shitty matchups, but we got college football segment right now.
Hey. Fuck it.
We got Penn State, Wisconsin. You snoozing on that? That's 19 versus 12.
I'm not snoozing on any of these.
19 versus 12. Indiana, Iowa, a little Midwest battle.
You know why I'm not snoozing on all these? And maybe, the argument for and against the expanded college football playoff. I'm more excited now knowing that this game matters. They're doing it this year, right?
I mean, we talked about this before, and you looked it up, and you're like, yeah, they're doing it. But then I looked it up after the pod, like a couple weeks later, and they were still discussing it. So I don't think it's like there's no contract for it yet. They're still thinking about it because they were talking about that Big Ten or SEC whatever merger or Oklahoma, Texas. So that I think the expanded college football playoff would happen when that happened. But it
looks like it's only the top 4.
Yeah, they're still discussing it.
But they can't just implement it mid-season.
No, they can't. So they would come up with a set year that it would begin. So I feel like it would take a little bit because they're trying to move these teams around conferences. So I feel like that would happen first, and then they'll be like, okay, let's expand the playoff. But in addition to those two ranked matchups that I mentioned,
well, then I am snoozing on that match. Then.
Oh my God, why? Wait, if it's good football, it's good football.
Yeah, I'm kidding. You're gonna walk out Saturday morning, although you might not be here.
Right,
But on a normal Saturday morning, you'll walk out and see me in my pajamas on the couch, curled up, watching my Saturday morning cartoons, aka College Game Day. We both got a notification at the same time. It's okay. Yes.
Waiting.
We'll get to we got some. We're fantasy football drafting tomorrow. We'll get to college football later.
Yeah.
So,
we're already midway through it, but
touched on it. I think that's enough. Do you want to keep going?
I only have 3 more games left to talk about.
Hey,
so.
that's a tease. We'll get to it later.
Oh, the main ones, I guess. The main one in Charlotte this weekend. We can get to that later.
So we also this episode are going to add the final participant in our fantasy football league. We've been doing this every week on our Patreon. A lot of you are joining the Patreon. It's awesome. Appreciate it. Welcome to the family. And if you're not in the Patreon, if you're just if you're a weekly, you're still part of the family. So different family, you know.
Yes,
your extended family. We're all family, but Patreon, Discord is still different. Especially this past weekend. Oh my God, the Discord was wild. But anyway, yes, in this podcast we're going to do trivia, which you will hear people call in, try to get the trivia question right, and be the final entrant. So
don't apologize if you aren't able to participate. We've been telling you for the past 5 weeks that we're doing fantasy football through the Patreon. So you have plenty of time to join. We got 1 spot left tonight, and it's going to be filled tonight on this episode. And then we got our draft tomorrow night, like we always do after the last preseason game, because injuries. J.K. Dobbins out, ETN out, Wentz out, maybe, but the list goes on. We are the kings of my fantasy.
Tried to catch you sleeping, but you weren't.
Never. Yeah, I am sometimes. If I was drunk, probably I'd be like, just vibing to the song. Any shout outs? You got shout outs?
But I mean, shout out to everyone that pulled up for episode 200 last week. That was an awesome atmosphere. And everyone that listened, and everyone that called in and left voicemails, and everyone that continues to support us. Generic shout outs for me.
Generic shout outs there. 200th episode was a good time. Shout out Randy. He got us fucked up on pictures of beer. That was great. Got me really loose to be able to perform in front of the lights, in front of the crowd.
Got me fucked up for the rest of the week on don't know what this is.
Yeah, but appreciate everyone that came, everyone that attended, everyone that called in and gave their favorite moments of Dunn and Drew the past 4 years. It feels like after that episode, we've stepped into a new realm of the podcast now. It feels
I agree.
Like we're situated in, professional now.
Yeah.
200 now.
Oh,
new sponsor. NFL season. We live together and
right.
I don't know, feels different.
It does.
But my shout out goes to our college athlete of the month of August. It's Bryce.
Bryce. I know.
Bad. Bryce Osmeyer. Shout out to Bryce. We're going to run down a little bit of his college stats for you because we got to highlight every week. So he attends Walsh University, the Cavaliers out in North Canton, Ohio. Red shirt senior, long sprinter, 400-meter hurdler. So low-key, I've seen them hurdles. They look tough. I don't know if I could get my legs up over that shit. He was 4-year team captain. So, Dunn and Drew don't sponsor no scrubs. Y'all got to – he captain this shit. You feel me? Also, 2018 GMAC champions.
What's that stand for?
That is the Great Midwest Athletic Conference.
I tried to catch you again, and you're wide awake this pod.
Hey, it's a NCAA Division II school, so – oh, I see that hand going to this button. And he's also a 4-time conference placer. So I'm sure that means, making
participated
an all-conference team or something, or participating in conference matchups or events.
Tell him what he's won.
Yeah, so all of our Dunn and Drew sponsored. Why Mike Tyson? This is why my speech when I'm drunk is 10 times worse, because when I'm sober, I barely can talk. But
to be fair, his last name kind of primed you for that because you kind of have to have a lisp to say Othmeiler.
Othmeier. But all of our Dunn and Drew sponsored athletes will get a $100 Visa gift card.
That's news to me.
$100 Visa gift card and a Dunn and Drew merch item of their choosing.
Sheesh.
So, Bryce, that is coming to you this week. Shout out for being our August athlete.
Did you already do the Visa? Do I owe you now?
No, I'll be invoicing you because I'll be doing all of the financing this week for our utility bills and Dunn and Drew.
You're gonna send me one fat check,
probably
one fat bill,
one fat Apple Pay request.
Fuck,
because my sponsored money's coming in, so gonna take care of that. Also, Dunn and Drew is brought to you by Manscaped. Fantasy football draft season is upon us.
Yes,
we told you guys that earlier, but it's time to put the PP back in PPR league, Andy.
All right.
With the sponsor of today's show, Manscaped. Your balls will thank you. The leaders in below-the-waist grooming just launched the new Performance Package 4.0. So don't neglect your balls like the Packers are neglecting Aaron Rodgers. You feel me? And join the 2 million worldwide who trust Manscaped. And get ready for kickoff by going to manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping with the code Dunn and Drew. This will help you tame that Troy Polamalu in your pants. I know Andy got that still.
I have a Trevor Lawrence in my pants.
God, speaking of him, that GIF they posted of him, or that short
flipping
video,
his
the hair
hair
flip, the sexiest thing I've ever seen.
And he does that every game because he has to. And he does a little.
He does it all the time.
Yes, because
I couldn't stop noticing it in training camp. He's always like,
I want to be him so bad. He's everything. He's got everything.
But yes, in the Performance Package 4 package.
Wow, you're fucked.
Performance Package 4.
That J&J rearing its head tonight.
It is spinning me over and saying, "Gotcha, bitch." In the Performance Package 4.0, you get their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer. You get the Weed Whacker ear, hair, and nose trimmer, which I need to pull out because my shit looking like a forest. You also get the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant, the Crop Reviver Toner, Performance Boxer Briefs, and a travel bag. And good news, I know we got some international listeners out there. These products are now available in Canada, the UK, shout out Reese, across Europe, Australia, South Africa, and even Singapore. So take advantage of this offer by Dunn and Drew, 20% off, free shipping. Code Dunn and Drew at checkout at manscaped.com. Thank you to our partners over there at Manscaped.
We are walking billboards tonight.
We are. It is the end of the month, so
yes.
I don't think that means anything. It's just the end of the month, but
it means our Manscaped bag.
Across the table, this is our new sponsor coming up this season. Andy's wearing the Prize Pick shirt. You guys will be hearing a lot more about them as the NFL season commences. But what we need you guys to do right now is just download the app, get familiar with it. It's a daily fantasy app. You just pick over-unders. They've got literally every sport on it. Like you can even pick NASCAR. They got college football, golf, anything you could imagine.
And you'll be able to do it with us because we'll be taught. It'll be a segment on the show. So you'll be able to do it with us and join the conversation. So I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And it's a what is this? What would you call them? Because the startup, what is it? What are they? Small business?
They're not a startup. They're the biggest private daily.
All right.
They're the biggest private daily fantasy app.
Private is what I'm going for.
Yeah, they're private. Yeah. So nobody owns them. They're just, so they started as a startup, but they've been successful, so they own themselves.
So who owns like DraftKings?
Yeah, they're public. So
they're public. Wow.
Yeah, they're public. I own a little DraftKings stock.
It's you.
Yeah, MGM too. I tried to before this year started, I got into like the gambling shit because I was like, I feel like gambling we'll see. I just wanted to get my feet wet with a little, gambling, but it isn't available in every state. So it's only available in 28 states because I guess there's 22 states that haven't legalized daily sports gambling.
That's Florida?
Oh yeah, you can do it in Florida. I don't think they would ask if we couldn't.
So they legalize stuff like DraftKings, but like it's not legal in Florida to do normal bets. Like you can't go on Bovada or whatever.
Really?
And make a game bet. Like, I want, give me the Jags to beat the Texans.
But then at the same time, we have like dog tracks here in this.
Well, not anymore.
No,
but they only outlawed that because of the
brutality.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Oh,
the like bestiality or whatever.
So are only like casinos that are only casinos allowed? Like,
I don't understand the whole gambling thing because we have Hard Rock casinos here.
You've got casinos all over the state.
I don't understand it. Some places it's legal, some places it's not. Maybe because it's on Indian land.
Yeah, maybe.
Or sorry, Native American. I hate the term Indian. They're not Indians.
Native American.
They've never been Indians. Yeah. They're Native Americans. The fact that Americans called them Indians even after finding out that they weren't I just can't believe that happened.
I can't.
Come up with a new name. Fuck.
Yeah. So download Prize Picks. Actually, I should tell you guys before you even try to what states it's not available in, because we're getting more information as it progresses. But I do not want to come on here and tell you every single time that it's not available in this state. So Prize Picks operates in every U.S. state and Canada except for these: Arizona, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Indiana, Idaho, Iowa.
Oh, that's a blow. But it's okay. Daniel's moving to Vegas.
It says Nevada.
What?
Montana. See, I'm about to get fucked because I'm trying to know what these states are.
I'm sorry. This is legit? Is this on the Prize Picks website?
This is what they sent us in the one sheet. This is their one sheet.
It says, what's the wording? It says
Prize Picks operates in every U.S. state in Canada except for the following. And it lists 22 states.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Maybe Nevada has a deal with DraftKings.
That's what I think it's like contractual. You have to. But like I said, they're private. So they're not as big as DraftKings or whatever, but they're the biggest private one. But they probably just aren't able to work out the legal thing with these states. But Washington, Virginia, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, Ohio.
Oh my gosh, what a blow.
We're getting stabbed.
Yeah, we are. Is Texas on there?
No, Texas.
Thank God.
New Jersey, New Hampshire, Montana. So it's like a lot of mountain states.
If you guys want me to put in a bet for you, wink, wink, hit my line. I got you.
Yes. So before we get started promoting this app for real, download that. Start a deposit. Use our promo code Dunn and Drew. You will receive a 100% instant deposit match up to $100. And like I said, it's a daily fantasy app. You'll pick 2 to 5 players and over/under on their projections, and you can win up to 10 times your money on any entry. It's just you versus the projected numbers. So we'll get more into that. But Prize Picks is now a sponsor of Dunn and Drew, so we're excited for that. And we will have a Prize Picks segment giving our own over/under fantasy bets. And hopefully we don't have anything similar with how much is actually on there to choose from. So Dunn and Drew also brought to you by our Patreon. This will be a Patreon inclusive episode with the callers that come in to try to fill that last fantasy spot. Patreon.com/Dunn and Drew. You guys are going to want to get in there because we're going to be doing a lot more with those subscribers in this upcoming season. If you're not in there, you've already missed out on your opportunity to join us in the fantasy
we're not
league.
Shaming if you're not in there. We don't shame.
We're not shaming. We're just reiterating the importance of being a Dunn and
everyone's
Drew.
family.
They are family. Your daddies. We're just reiterating. If you want to be more of an in-depth daddy, we've got a Patreon for that. But yes, patreon.com/Dunn and Drew. Come join us.
All right, before we get to the Patreon members, let's do an interview let's talk to the Jaguars all-time leading scorer. Doesn't that sound cool?
That sounds amazing.
That sounds cool. We're going to talk
especially after that game we just had. I think this was
we're pumped.
Yeah, we need to talk to this guy.
Josh Scobee. He was responsible for my favorite moment as a Jaguars fan. He kicked a 59-yard field goal at home in Jacksonville when I was there with my dad to beat the Colts. Peyton Manning and Dallas Clark and Reggie Wayne. Dwight Freeney.
Marvin Harrison wasn't there?
No. Who's opposite Dwight Freeney? Robert Mathis. We never did this. So it was a big, big deal, and we took the division lead. This is 2010. So we talk about that moment. He has the ball. He brought the ball. You're going to see that he kicked through. And we just actually talked to Jacksonville last podcast. On 199 about this kick. So now we're getting Josh's perspective or Mr. Scobee's perspective.
Yeah. This is good.
So it was cool.
Good back to back right there with interviews, and then. I was going to say it's completely.
All right, let's go to that. Let's go to the interview now. Play the transition music, Andrew.
All right. The Jacksonville Jaguars leading scorer that still stands, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
You're still the leading scorer.
You get a certificate for that?
They do. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Is it something where you have to pass it off if someone surpasses you?
Yeah. It's actually just like a pat on the back, really.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Okay.
the person who beats me eventually, I'll just walk up and pat him on the back.
I don't think that's happening soon.
It won't happen very soon.
Well, I wrote down a number, speaking of that, 726. All right, so here it is. That's how many points Josh Lambo has to score to tie you.
Okay. I hope he does.
Oh,
really?
Honestly.
Okay.
That means he's going to be doing really well.
True.
And the team will be doing really well.
Well, does it?
It does.
Does it mean the team will be doing really
It
well?
does.
Yeah.
There's, the common misconception that a fantasy kicker doesn't do very well or does well because the team isn't getting in scoring position, so they're kicking a lot of field goals or not kicking extra points. But it's quite the opposite. I mean, if you look at every fantasy kicker that's doing well throughout the year, their team is a high-scoring team, so they're constantly getting shorter field goals. So, I hope that's the case. I hope we're in scoring position all the time.
I hope he beats your record in 5 years.
Me too. Me too.
Or less. But thank you for coming. We actually spoke last year on Jaguars Instagram Live before the NFL draft, but it's nice to have you here in the flesh for an actual in-person pod. So appreciate you coming.
Yes.
Jags legend, all-time leading scorer, decade-long tenure with the team.
Yeah. Decade plus one. It's like
plus one.
Baker's minus dozen, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what they call that.
Whatever it
11
is,
years.
you were there a while, and we're glad to have you.
Well, thanks for having me.
Here's a question that has nothing to do with kicking. Going to start with a hot one here.
One of our most controversial takes on the pod.
Yeah, this is one of the most big on TikTok.
Yeah.
And
TikTok might be your thing.
I call it a debate. He says it's not a debate. It shouldn't be a debate. Do you wash your legs every time you take a shower? Oh.
That's a really good question.
Thank you.
Huh.
I'm glad he didn't answer right away like Mia.
The funny part is I actually think about that whenever I'm showering.
Whether or not
I'm like, do I really need to go down that far?
Okay.
But I play a lot of golf, so your ankles get really dirty. So I would say yes, I do, and I wash my feet pretty much every time. But it takes a lot to do that. That's a lot of bending down, especially when they're shower. Yeah.
But you're a kicker. You have to be flexible, right? Your leg goes up pretty high when you
don't necessarily have to be, but you probably should be.
It's more about that foot power than being able to swing the leg up.
Yeah, pretty much. You need sometimes like a rubber band, like a tight hamstring makes for a tight rubber band, that type of thing. That's kind of more how I was. Like I watch Lambo warm up and he'll do this bent down over motion and he's like putting his palms on the ground before he kicks a kickoff. And I'm going, I could never do that. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to touch my toes. So it just depends on the kicker and, how your body reacts.
Yeah. We just went to the Jags practice field to do a 40-yard dash a few weeks ago, and I attempted a field goal, and I got it the very first time, so I thought it was good.
How far was it?
It was 40, I think.
Really?
Would have hit the offensive lineman's back, I'm guessing.
Okay.
It was a little low,
guessing.
but it went through the uprights. That's all that matters. I was feeling myself, and then I attempted 5 more, and they were not even close.
Shanks.
Yeah.
How were you feeling the next couple days?
Oh, I was good. I work out these legs every day, so
I'm surprised you say that because a lot of people will go out with me and kick back when I actually kicked the ball or cared to kick a ball. And the next couple of days you're struggling because you don't typically work out your groin, your hip flexor, random muscles. But
yeah, I do stretch 5 times a day.
Well,
and
5?
Yeah. Every Every morning.
Yeah.
I guess that's why you're always on the floor here. Just,
Okay.
Subtly stretching.
I do the stretch where you kick up and touch your toes, and I do all that every day.
Well, that's why you weren't sore then.
Yeah, I was fine. I was
well
good.
Done.
Him on the other hand.
I pulled my hamstring while we ran the 40, so I don't stretch. And I should, I guess.
You can pull your hamstring at any point. I mean, if professional athletes,
even if
can
you're an
do
athlete,
so
I could still be an athlete. There's a chance I'm still.
One day,
I play a lot of tennis, so
okay.
I didn't think that
players
mattered,
are athletes.
What's the muscle that you guys got to be most careful about?
Just depends on the person, really. I mean, I've known so many kickers that have back issues, they have knee issues, hamstring issues. For me, it was my quad. I mean, because that's the biggest muscle you have on your leg, and I tore it. I think in my 4th year in the league, going into the tore it. Kick the ground behind the ball like an idiot. I mean, you're actually supposed to kick the ball, not the ground. And I kicked like
what's that called in golf?
That's a chunk. We call that a chunk. So I chunked it right. It was in pregame in 2007 when we were playing Tennessee, and so I tried to go through another kick and made it worse.
What year?
07. So we made the playoffs that year. So I was out for 8 games. They signed John Carney. He came in. But yeah, for me, it was always like anything from knee up. I never had knee issues, never had calf issues, never had back issues. It was always like quad, groin, and hip flexor. And because that's the biggest muscles that you use. And it's very boring stuff for everyone else, but it's constant maintenance for kickers.
Yeah. Did that injury last you throughout your NFL playing career?
It did. I actually told someone this the other day. I said, if I hadn't have done that and if I hadn't had to deal with it for that long, I would probably still be playing.
Oh, wow.
Because it got to the point at when I was kind of deciding whether I wanted to play anymore or not, like in 2015, 16, 17, every time I would go out and kick, it would just hurt more and more. And it just got to that point where I'm like, this is not fun. I don't want to rehab this every single time. And what if it happens again? Then I'm going to be dealing with this for the rest of my life. So that's when I decided to retire.
Yeah. Wow.
What was your first move after retiring?
First move was a deep exhale of like, oh, thank goodness. I don't have to worry about that anymore. I don't have to worry about getting the phone call from my agent, asking me if I want to go work out for a team or if I want to sign with a team. And that was, a tough deal because, my wife wasn't ready for me to retire. I'm sure no athletes' wives are ever ready for them to retire unless they have a, catastrophic injury. But it was tough. I mean, I was 33 when I retired, and not most people retire at any job at 33. But I was happy with it, but it was still tough.
Yeah,
regardless.
I'm sure. Yeah. Especially.
Well, I didn't even realize. For some reason, I didn't even click how young you were.
Yeah.
I'm getting close to 33.
Yeah.
You think I'll be in position? You think we're in position to retire at 33?
Maybe we got our savings up.
That's the one thing. Like people ask me that when I run into them, and playing golf, they ask, "What do you do for a living?" And say, "Actually, I'm retired." I'd tell them what I did, and they kind of laugh at me and ask me, "What do I do on a daily basis?" And I mean, it's just different. Everyone's in a different walk of life. And,
yeah, for sure.
I mean, football players, we have to make as much as we can while we can because you have no idea how long you're going to play. And, I was fortunate enough to play 12 years and make decent money and be smart with it. And I have to make that last for a long time, whether it's investments or continuing to do something. But I'm not going to do anything until I find something I want to do again.
And I think it's cool that you were on a team for as long as you were, because I feel sometimes for the football players that get traded to all these teams throughout their entire career, because I couldn't imagine having to pick up, move the whole family every time you go to a different team. So was that part of the reason why you called it a career after Jags traded to Pittsburgh?
Yeah, that was
plus that and the injury.
Oh, without a doubt. Because I re-injured my quad when I was in Pittsburgh, and so then I got released. And signed with the Saints the next year. I was with them for about a month and got released, and then it was at that point where I knew I was going to be done and just wasn't feeling it anymore. But yeah, I mean, I lucked out with being here for 11 years and just having, that consistency and being able to, build a family here, build a home here, and make this like my home base, and realize that this is where I wanted to retire and where I wanted my family to be, made it a lot easier, because I didn't want to be that like journeyman kicker that was going to be going and trying out every Tuesday for a random team and possibly, playing 1 or 2 games, getting released. I just didn't want to do that. Yeah. And because I've seen a lot of guys do that, and that just wasn't for me.
I was trying to think of some names because I know there's a lot.
Oh, there's a lot.
Released, picked up, released. How do they do that? Obviously they don't pick up their family and move because they know their role. So they probably just go rent or stay at a hotel until they think it's a sure thing.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of players, not only kickers do that, but
you're
so
right.
many players do that that you wouldn't even realize, like, the hardship it is to be able to, or to have to do that. And I mean, it's a really good opportunity if you can stick there, but it's still tough. I mean, fortunately, each team has like a player personnel guy that can help them out with that, and the logistics of finding an apartment or a hotel while you're there, they'll help you out with it. But it doesn't make it any easier, that's for sure.
All those years playing the Steelers, we had that 2007 year with the David Garrard run.
Mm-hmm. 2004 was big. 2004 or 5 was big.
Yeah, for sure.
How did it feel going to a team like the Steelers after being with the Jags
was that weird?
for so long? Yeah.
It was very weird. Oh,
like putting that jersey on?
It's horrible.
Seeing the Steelers.
Did you ever? Oh wait, no, you couldn't because you were traded, so you had no say.
Right.
Did they ask you before they traded you?
Yeah. So I got a phone call. I mean, I remember it like it was
what
yesterday.
years and what year is this?
This was 2015.
Okay.
So this was near I think it was the last game going into training camp or going into the preseason in 15, and Dave Caldwell called me and to tell me or actually, sorry, my agent called me, and then I talked to Dave Caldwell afterwards. But, I asked my agent what my options were, and it was get traded to Pittsburgh, keep my salary that I was going to make that year, or be released. And I chose to go to Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. In hindsight, I wish I had just said, hey, just release me, and
then you get to choose.
Then I'll have a choice. But, I wanted to tough it out and go there, and they wanted to sign me to a 2-year deal, but I said I only want 1 year because I don't want to go to Pittsburgh, number one.
Yeah.
Because like you said, I mean, we had a big rivalry with them, and it's weird. You play, even if you played 4 years, like high school or college, you're playing against the same team every year. You build a rivalry with these teams, and you don't really like them. Yeah. So I played 11 years, and I don't know how many times I played against them, but it was a lot. And I didn't like them. I didn't want to go there. So I get traded there, and everything was just, it felt like I was like in the bizarro world, like opposite day every single day. Everything I did was complete opposite from what I was used to in Jacksonville, and it made it very uncomfortable. And that's why I had a tough time there.
Yeah.
And it sucked. It sucked. Huh. Yeah. But guess what? That's happened to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing, I've come to realize, that as bad as it was for me and as bad as how it ended, like that basically ended my career, it's happened much worse to other players because they've gotten injured and have their career end. They've had much worse things happen. And I mean, I know that I was blessed to play for 12 years, and I go with that.
Is a question also kind of off base, but I got to get these out of my system.
Yeah, we can switch up the the Steelers talk.
The seriousness.
We had to get the seriousness out of the way.
Well, we can continue on that. I don't care.
Punters and kickers. Now I'm coming at obviously a basic knowledge of the skill.
This ought to be good then.
Yeah, it's going to be really good. Why can't a punter kick, and why can't a kicker punt? Why do they need 2 positions? No offense.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
But why can't you punt a ball as well and do both?
Well, I mean, number one, it's very difficult to do either one of them. Number two, it's completely different type of kicking. typically with a punter, you're kicking straight up like a linear motion. Kickers are a little bit more of an angle, how like the motion of your leg. A lot of guys did that in high school, like kicked and punted. I did the same thing. But you're never going to be great at both at the same time. The last time someone tried to do that, I think was maybe 2006 or 7, and it was Atlanta, and I think it was Michael Keenan. Damn. He went through training camp, going to start kicker, punter, kickoff guy, and
all of them.
He missed 3 field goals in the opening game, and then they signed someone else. Because he's a punter, much better punting and kicking off than he is at kicking. And they were like, oh, that was a bad idea. And I think the special teams coach was Joe DeCamillis at the time, who was here for 2 times. But yeah, it's hard to do that many things at one time.
Is it, so now we see running backs who will split out wide and play like slot receiver. But I guess what you're saying is the margin of error when it comes to punting and kicking is too small, because like a running back playing wide receiver, I guess that's an easier thing to do than like a punter kicking and then going from kicking to punting, because the margin of error is a lot slimmer.
Yeah, I mean, for a kicker and a punter to get really good at their job, you have to practice a lot. And there's only so many kicks you can do throughout a practice before your leg is going to fall off.
Yeah.
And, typically throughout the week of a regular season, you have field goal 3 times a week, punting twice a week, and kickoff twice a week. So if that one person is doing all of that, their leg is going to be burned out by the time they get to Sunday. So
it's like a pitcher, baseball pitcher.
Yeah, it'd be like, all right, you're going to be our starting pitcher, our relief pitcher, and our closer.
Speaking of practice, we see kickers banging in very deep field goals more than they do in a real game. What's the furthest you kicked a field goal in a practice?
Good question.
Oh, yeah. In the NFL, 77.
77?
Yeah.
But
it was against the wind and uphill, by the way.
I was thinking the opposite. Now, if there was an offensive line in front of you,
it still would have gone in.
Yeah. Denver?
Wow.
Where was this?
Oh, no, this is here at practice.
Bro.
But we're talking about
wind, though, probably.
Yeah. I mean, a 1 in 1,000 type of kick. Downwind.
Were you trying to just for the hell of it?
Oh, yeah, just for the fun. I mean, we would do this all the time.
Yeah,
like in Denver, I would attempt 80-yard field goals in pregame just to see if I could make it.
Line it up.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah, I mean, constantly trying 75-yard field goals in practice if it was downwind. But you had to have a perfectly, broken in ball and obviously get a run up as fast as you could and swing as hard as you could.
Oh, yeah.
And make the perfect strike. So, I mean, all things considered, most NFL kickers could probably make a 60 to 65-yard field goal, no problem.
Yeah, no pressure.
No pressure. Especially, it really depends on the ball. If the ball's broken in.
So if it's a Brady ball, then that's a good one.
Then it wouldn't go anywhere. Oh. it would be like this.
It would be my kicks from practice.
Yeah, they would just go. But yeah, it's 100% on the ball. Ball in the wind.
There was a game where we played the Ravens and you kicked all of the points. It was 12-6 or 12-7.
Yeah.
And you hit
11.
You hit 2 from 54. And then the others were 40 plus.
It was 2 for 54, 1 from 51, and then a short one.
Oh, wow.
It was probably a record for most 50 plus.
Can you imagine having him on fantasy?
It's still tied for it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Okay, Mr. Record over here.
Whoever had Scobee on fantasy in 2011,
it was eating nice.
It's the Ravens.
Maybe not. I only had 19 field goals that year.
Well, I remember that year very well. Yes, it was a rough.
People were mad
offensive
at me.
Year.
Yeah, people were mad at me the last game of the season that year because that's when we played the Colts last game and
was it the offensive? Oh, sorry.
Whatever happened. I guess it was when Andrew Luck came in, and if we had lost the game, they wouldn't have gotten the first pick.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And I had a really good game, and people were hammering me on Twitter for it. I'm like, wait, you wanted me to miss those?
Yeah, exactly.
I think that was 2011. But anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, that game,
I too was rooting for the Colts.
yeah. Sorry.
But anyway, in regards to the Ravens game, when you are nailing long field goals, I was wondering, like, coaches come to the kickers and do they say, how do you feel about this? Do they do that the whole game before they send the special teams on and kick the field goal? Do they ask you every time, or just before the game?
It just kind of depends. Yeah, if they come up and ask you about a 30-yarder, then you're in trouble. It typically, in my instances, it was before the game. You would set like a number or a yard line, and depending on the wind, and that game
just what felt good in practice.
Yeah, pretty much. So you would warm up and then go to the special teams coach, tell him, "Hey, I feel good from here." And
if we're going this way,
yeah.
Yeah.
But that game, it was a night game and there was no wind at all.
No.
So it was whatever. If it's 60 yards, I'll go out there and attempt it. But that game, it was fantastic for me because I scored all the points and got long field goals, and fortunately made them all. But I remember one of them, it was the last field goal I kicked. I think it was the 51-yarder. Del Rio didn't even call for field goal, and it was 4th down, and I just like zoomed on the field, and I didn't even care. He could have yelled for me to come back, but I just went out and made it. So when I came back,
it's like hot streak.
He's like looking at me like
it's a heat check.
Yeah, exactly.
He was looking at me like gave me like a little smirk, like I knew what you were doing. So I like flexed in front of him. I like gave him one of these. I was like, yeah, and he was laughing. I came up and high-fived him. And so we talked about it after the game. He's like, you knew what you were doing, didn't you? I was like, yeah, I knew what I was doing.
Are there any kicks in your career that you wish you could try again? Are there any specific? Yeah. Are there like a bunch? Just one? Does one stand out?
There's about 50. Yeah, because I think that's how many I missed.
Is there one in particular?
Of course, the last kick I ever kicked.
Oh,
in Pittsburgh, without a doubt.
No, we can leave that one.
Yeah, well, not actually. We'll just talk about Jaguar kicks that I wish I had made. Actually, the only one that I can think of would be my rookie year against Pittsburgh.
What year was this?
2004.
God, you're nice.
We
back research.
It was Sunday Night Football, and I think we were down by 1 or 2.
Wow,
and
that might have been our last Sunday Night Football game.
It's like tonight will be our last Monday night game.
Yeah. Hopefully, maybe we'll get flexed into it.
Yeah.
I think it was a 60-yard field goal. Going into what end zone was that? So we go west, east, or
north and south,
east, west. Which direction?
North and south,
whatever it was.
The end zones.
Okay, so north and south, whatever it was. Jaguar
tell.
Sideline looking left, so that would be north end zone.
Yes.
60-yarder to win the game, like 1 second left, and I just missed it right. And I remember like breaking my helmet in the locker room afterwards.
Because like you're a rookie, you would have like you would have like owned amazing. The locker room for the night or whatever.
Oh, absolutely. And I just made like a couple weeks ago. Before that, I'd made a 53-yarder to beat the Colts in Indy. So it would have been like, and my snapper at the time told me, he's like, you would have been eaten for free in this town forever. I'm like, oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Well, maybe you should have snapped it better.
There you go.
He's spoken into existence. Though.
Yeah.
Went on
so that might be the only one
Yeah.
that I could think of.
Gotcha.
There's others, of course.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Just wanted to know if there was like one that just kept you up at night.
Oh, there's many that keep me up at night. That's for sure. I still have nightmares.
Than the Pittsburgh ones.
Well, those keep me up for many, many nights.
Did you pay attention to the draft when it was happening to see what the team was doing?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What are you close with Brian Anger still?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'll skip that question.
All right, you can ask that question, and you'll get the honest answer out of me.
So, what was your feeling like when we took a punter in the 3rd round? Because it became a national joke on the Jaguars.
Yeah,
for doing
which was not good for him at all.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it didn't start his career off very well at all.
So he heard.
Oh yeah, and he did not like that at all. So it didn't really endear him to Jacksonville. That's for sure.
And it's the worst thing you can do. I think you're doing a disservice to like when the Bucs took Aguayo. When they took him in the 2nd round. You got it. Kickers, aren't they like? Aren't you like basketball players where Ben Simmons, for example, if he starts missing in the his home stadium starts heckling him, like basketball is such a mental game. Isn't kicking the same way?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So Aguayo was pretty much picked second round. He was doomed. Like you're never gonna.
Yeah, he was the best kicker.
He was a monster in college.
Maybe the best ever.
Right.
And all of a sudden was horrible.
Mm-hmm. That just doesn't have. He just doesn't lose the skill to kick. It's got to be all in his head
for sure.
And what stinks about the Brian Angers situation is when he came in. I mean, not only was he good, he was really good.
Yeah.
And
I remember watching highlights. I've never watched a punter highlight vid.
It's hard to watch punter highlights, that's for sure. But he broke rookie records for punting that year. I mean, he was amazing. And he was going to be the best punter in the NFL by a long shot. But being here and hearing all that noise, and he would read social media and
you can't do that.
Unfortunately, see everything that people were talking about. And, unfortunately, you can't control where you get drafted.
Right,
Your agent is the one that's pumping you and trying to get you drafted as high as possible. But he would have been drafted in the third round no matter what. Like, that's just where he was going to get drafted. And Jaguar fans did not feel like we needed to draft a punter in the third round that year. And we didn't. But
we had Podlish on the team.
Yeah. That was a year after.
Oh, okay.
2 years after him. But yeah, we had Matt Turk before that.
Remember that name?
The Turkulator.
Oh yeah. That was another guy that was got a lot of heat on social media.
Oh, slightly.
Not too many memorable drafts for us, except this last year.
It's all right.
We're on the rise though.
Hey,
so you still a big fan of the team?
Oh yeah.
Gotta be. You better be.
Yeah. If I wasn't, I would not be here right now.
Well, this isn't a Jaguars podcast.
Well,
quote unquote. That's actually, it's a running joke that we're not a Jaguars podcast. Yes, I know. There's there's a statue of Jacksonville.
Just had the mascot on.
Yeah. So we are treading very close to becoming full on Jaguars podcast.
Yes. Okay.
But so feel free to talk about the Steelers and all the other teams to keep us as unbiased as possible. Generic question. Who would win in a National Football League game? A team full of offensive tackles or a team comprised of only kickers?
Depends on what we're doing.
Playing football.
Just playing football? Oh, geez.
Yes, a whole game.
A whole game?
60 minutes.
There's no way the kickers would win that.
Really?
Yeah, because we'd all get killed.
On the line. Because the game is won and
lost.
Yeah,
you get blocked and they pick you up by the neck and just slam you in the ground.
Yeah.
Those would be the slowest touchdowns by the offensive line.
Right. But they would. If he tried to get tackled, they're just like throwing him off.
It looked like Derrick Henry stiff-arming someone the whole way down, unfortunately.
Oh, shit. Who can I pick? Punters? Yeah. Is there even a big enough distinction?
No. Maybe long snappers would have the best chance. Kickers and punters would not have a very good chance.
Well, you're well-traveled as an NFL player. What's your favorite city you traveled to?
Ooh, good question.
Ooh, that's a good one. Favorite stadium or like favorite city?
I like stadium.
Stadium too.
I always loved playing at Lambeau. I mean, it's just, I mean, not necessarily for the weather. It's not great to kick in, but just the stadium is so cool. I mean, it's amazing. Same with Chicago too. I mean, horrible place to kick, but amazing just to look at. Once you get in the stadium, you look around, you see all the Hall of Famers that have played there or played for that team, and like all of their press boxes are gigantic stands. I mean, it's beautiful. That's one of my favorite places. Not necessarily to actually kick field goals in, but or to visit. But oh man, that's a good question. What city? I don't know. We don't get to spend.
I was going to say you don't
like,
get much time to like.
No.
Did any players in your tenure get in trouble for partying the night before?
No, never heard of that.
Disciplined team.
Yeah. Jack Del Rio had him on lock.
There were some, fun stories. I'll tell one.
Please.
Fun stories, but I won't tell any names.
Okay.
Yes.
we'll try to fill in the blanks.
We got 10 years.
You will never figure out this one ever. We had a player linebacker. I'll narrow it down.
Okay, here we go. Let me pull up Google real quick.
You still won't figure it out. I guarantee it. I don't even know his name.
Scobee's linebacker friend.
So he missed the team plane. We were going to play in Indianapolis. He missed the team flight to go to Indianapolis. And typically you land around, 3:30. You get a couple hours off, go get dinner. And
3:30 on Friday or Saturday?
Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
If you're going West Coast, you go Friday. If you're going East or Central, you go Saturday.
We never figured out the West Coast travel, though. It never really was friend to the Jaguars.
No, maybe we should just stay over there for a week, try to acclimate. But we get to the meetings. Team meetings typically start at 8:30, and he shows up, and everyone's like, "Hey, man, what's going on? You all good?" And so there's a big circle of guys talking to him, and making sure he's okay. And he said that he missed the plane because he didn't know where the airport was. And we're like, "Well, why didn't you know where the airport was? We just took a preseason game 2 weeks ago. You were on that same flight with us, right?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "But I didn't go to Olive Garden this time." We're like, "What do you mean you didn't go to Olive Garden?" He's like, "Well, 2 weeks ago I went to Olive Garden and the waitress told me how to get to the airport."
No Uber back then.
No, there was no Uber back then. So he missed the flight because the waitress told him how to get to the airport the first time.
Was there Google Maps?
There probably was.
MapQuest you printed out back then.
There was anything.
I don't know. He did start in the league in 2004, so this was
No. We're gonna narrow it down. We'll narrow it down.
Yeah, Papa's Leslie wild. Just kidding.
Any person in the world, it would not be that.
Yeah, right.
Guy.
Exactly.
Oh, it was fantastic. And actually, we'll narrow it down even more. And he got two 15-yard penalties in that game.
Dang, concession is wild.
Not him. Cost him $20,000, and he got cut the next day.
Oh my God.
Oh, so he lost money playing in that game.
And did he have to take a personal flight? Did he have to pay for his own flight?
He did, yeah.
Oh yeah, he definitely lost money.
Yeah, and he had to pay his tab at Olive Garden, which is the worst. 2 weeks earlier, that is.
I'm sure this will be out there somewhere. We'll find
someone will narrow it down.
I'll remember his name. I'll tell you after we're done.
You want to get to this next debate?
I want to talk about the Jacksonville story that the 59-yard field goal.
Oh yes.
story.
So Jacksonville told his version of the 59-yard field goal story, which was awesome. He was on the other end, caught the ball, ran past Antoine Bethea. So it would be great
on Twitter.
Yeah.
Bethea kind of.
Oh yeah,
you saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw Bethea's reply.
I called BS on that one, by the way.
He said the lies people tell.
No, I'm saying that Curtis was telling the truth.
Yeah. You called BS on Antoine.
Yeah, he told me that the next day.
So this story is the same story he's had for. He's sticking to this one.
Yeah. We needed some. We need some closure on that.
Yeah, we wanted Antoine. We said Antoine, come on the show.
Yeah.
What he said.
He didn't reply.
You know he's capping.
That's when you know.
Got to be a cap.
Yeah. We got the platform. Come on, Antoine.
Tell us.
You just got to walk up. Just got to walk up 2 flights of stairs
Exactly.
and you're here.
Come to Jax.
Maybe a plane ride.
Got it.
So it'd be cool to get your side of the story for that 59-yard field goal. 2010, playing the Colts for the division lead, I believe.
Yep.
So you line up for a 50. Now, I guess we'll start. Did you tell special teams before the game where you're good from?
I did before the game. I probably told them, somewhere around the 40-yard line, which would be 58-yarder.
Ooh.
So, when we were getting down, driving down.
28-28, I believe.
28-28. And special teams coach came over to me. Russ Purnell was the coach at the time. Asked me, where do we need to get? I'm like, Coach, just get to the 45. So that'd be at 63.
Oh,
and
damn, okay.
You was feeling yourself all day.
I was pumped.
I'm like,
hey, we don't beat Peyton Manning every day.
Yeah.
And it was such a beautiful day in Jacksonville. There was no wind.
Was there.
It was amazing.
Oh, can we get your ball before you or while you tell this story? Forgot to get it on the to the table. So he's grabbing the game-winning field goal ball
that Curtis on our episode said he should have kept and sold to you.
Not sure how that would work, Curtis. Curtis tried to take a lot of credit for that kick.
He almost said he kicked it himself.
I feel like he did somehow. Like I've heard him talk about it so many times. I'm like, Curtis, you really didn't do anything. Like, I didn't even see you back there. Like,
hey, it was a good catch.
He was back
it was
there.
pretty impressive. Like he and I did have this thing on kickoffs. Like he knew where I was going to go. So I would kick it, left or right. And if it was a touchback, he would try and catch it. Yeah. He did that a lot. But that one, I mean, Curtis, they're like 18 feet wide. Like it's not that big of a deal if you caught it. But anyway, so, Coach came up and said, where do we need to get to? I said the 45. And last play before 1 second left on the clock, out route to Tyquan Underwood, 1 second left. Mm-hmm. We get to the 41, and boom, I just sprinted out there. I mean, pumped up. Adrenaline's just jacked.
Can tell.
Oh, my
banged
God.
That thing.
Well, I mean, honestly, people don't even remember what happened before I actually kicked the ball. They called a timeout, like try and, ice the kicker or whatever. And
while you were swinging or right before?
So right before the snap. Snap comes. Adam Polish is the holder. He hears the whistle, and I heard it too. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to get like a practice kick in. And he doesn't think I'm going to get a practice kick in. So he puts his hand in front of the ball, and I just like kick his hand.
What?
I mean, smash his hand.
Oh, shit.
And the ball goes like, dribbling off like near the O lineman. And I'm yelling at him like, you okay? Are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm good. And he's like, he's jacked too. I mean, his adrenaline's pumped. So luckily they sent us this ball back because this is the number one ball here marked on here.
And that means the ball that's been used since the beginning of the game.
Which means it's broken in, which means it's going to go farther than a ball that's not broken in.
And real quick, when would balls be replaced during a game?
Typically, like if it gets kicked in the stands,
okay, gotcha.
Or if the timing's screwed up, they'll just throw another ball in.
Gotcha.
So luckily got this ball back, snap it, drill it through.
And he was fine holding it.
He was good.
Adrenaline, man.
But he was hurt after the game. I mean, not bad, but his hand was hurt for a few days.
You kick with the point, like the front of your tiptoes or the side of your foot?
Tiptoes. What?
Sorry.
Is this your first time talking about kicking?
Yes, it is. Actually, we actually don't talk about it. I
kick with my tiptoes. Yes.
So
soccer style, you kick.
I feel like
ball of your foot.
You probably kick with the side of your foot for like an onside kick, right? Or do you kick it with your toes for onside?
Sorry, this literally is the first time we've ever talked about kicking on the show.
I know it's very
and we
boring.
don't talk soccer. So.
I get it. There's a reason I retired. It's very boring. I would much rather play golf than do this. But yes, you kick with the side of your foot ish.
Thank you. Interesting.
Tiptoes.
It's like I want to.
So anyway, drill it.
Our takes aren't that great on here, but that's why they love
us. That's funny. I love the casual fan of football. I see it all the time.
We're casuals.
I see it all the time on Twitter. Just the comments, the random comments that I'm like, they don't have a clue what's going on in football. And I mean, I don't have a clue what's going on the rest of football other than kicking a ball, but
we love the sport, but sometimes it's like, what's going on here?
Yeah. You can have your opinion, but it could be wrong.
Yeah, it usually is.
Yeah, it usually is.
But yeah, so kicked the field goal, made it, flipped out, ran around the stadium, and blacked out for about 10 minutes and forgot what I was doing.
How'd you celebrate that night?
Olive Garden.
I think we might have gone to Olive Garden. We went to somewhere at the town center, and I think I invited the entire team. But we probably had like 40 people there. I forget the restaurant we went to.
Imagine being the manager of that restaurant. Y'all coming in, be like, oh,
damn.
Yeah. Well, my dumbass walked out, having a great time, drinking a few drinks, and just handed in my credit card. I'm like, it's all on me. My wife's like, what? What are you doing? It was a very large bill, but it was worth it.
Yeah, a lot of players.
We had quite a few players there that night. And
Those are those moments where you don't mind spinning stuff like that because that's a memory you're never going to forget.
For sure.
Game-winning field goal, 59 yards, set a record at the time. Yeah. Still there. You said it still stands, right?
Yeah, I think.
For Jags, I think Lambeau tied it 59.
Lambeau tied it, yeah.
But at the time, it was a record.
It was.
And you beat Peyton Manning, a GOAT, just got into the Hall of Fame. So, shit, I would have gave him my credit card, too.
Yeah. I mean, I love hearing people's different perspectives on that game and on that kick, like where they were, what they were doing, because it was.
Well, since you asked, I was.
Yeah, where were you?
I was in section 2.
I was in the 400s, so up there. It was like I just started going to Jags games, and which meant I went with my dad. I couldn't drive at the time, and I didn't live here.
Holy crap!
I was probably 17. Is that what we talked about last? Yeah, I think I was 17.
You couldn't drive,
so I could drive. So I could drive, but I guess I just didn't have any friends here, so I couldn't go with anyone except my dad. Which I'm glad he took me. That's cool. So we were up there, watched it together, and I guess it's still my favorite game that I've been to.
Yeah,
it's amazing. So I'm gonna read this. This ball says third longest game-winning field goal. I guess is obviously at the time
NFL history.
In NFL, okay.
At that time.
You said that. Read it right.
9th longest field goal in NFL history. Wow. Yeah. October 3rd, 2010. Jaguars 31, Colts 28. Yeah, beating Peyton Manning was something we didn't do often.
Yes.
So doing that was incredible.
I mean, like I said, hearing people's perspectives on it is amazing.
I bet.
The best one or perspective I heard from it, completely unsolicited, was from Peyton Manning.
Oh, wow.
Really?
I ran into him a couple of years ago playing golf, and he invited me and my buddies up to go have a drink, hang out with his friends, so we did.
Of course.
Can I ask, where were you playing golf at?
Augusta National.
Okay. All right, that's why.
So he invited us up to the Butler cabin where he was staying with his buddies, which is like where they do all the ceremonies and stuff after the Masters. And he brought it up. He's like, remember that long field goal you kicked against us?
Great impression.
We do accents here.
Yeah, I think I remember that one.
Were you hoping he'd bring it up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I pray to God.
He's like, I just remember when you were running around and you ran right past me and yelled at me.
Oh.
And I'm like,
you said, I'm sorry, I was blacked out.
I honestly, I'm like, I'm sorry, I really don't even remember. I was fully like adrenaline pumping, blacked out. Mm-hmm. He's like, you remember what you said? I'm like, nope. Oh. He goes, you said, woo, motherfucker. I'm like, sorry about that.
Oh, man. Sorry, you were Peyton Manning the Colt at the time.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But he told me something else. He's like, at one point, I looked over at my coach, and I just whispered at him. He goes, he's going to make this. Like, he knew I was going to make it. I was like, oh. Well, I appreciate that.
That is so cool. I wish I was there.
So there's a highlight when I was editing the video with Curtis and doing this. There was a moment where Peyton is talking to the coach.
I think that I've seen that. That might be it.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool if it was.
Yeah.
But I've been around him a couple times, and even playing against him, like, I was still a fan of his.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't
care
if he played for the Colts.
Me too.
I loved meeting him, playing against him. He's a good dude.
Even though we have Tom Brady in the league, like there's just still something different about Peyton Manning.
Yeah, I agree.
He's different.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's going to be a while before we have anyone like him.
Yeah.
He's just so smart. He knows what coverage you're in. Doesn't matter what you do. You just have to hope the pass rush gets to him because he's gonna know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And if you blitz, he's gonna find it out. If you're in man, he's gonna know.
Yeah. It's wild football knowledge he has.
Yeah, he is my favorite, like non-Jag, which is weird to say.
Yeah,
it's weird to say.
He's probably my favorite that I've ever played against because we played against him a bunch of times, and unfortunately, I had to play against him a bunch of times. But yeah, big fan of his.
Your favorite NFL player that you've met?
Probably so.
Yeah.
I mean, getting to hang around him at Augusta was, I'm
sure it was a match made in heaven for you.
It was
right.
Golf, how much Augusta? You love golf.
Well, I had two friends of mine with me too, and they were just like, "Are we doing this right now?" Like they're chills on their arms, and I was the same way. And we took a picture with him or a few, and I swear he was a foot taller than me. I'm like, I'm 6'1". Why are you a foot taller than me? But he just felt like he was this bigger human than everyone else.
Yeah.
But he was so nice, like just a good dude.
And you said you went to like a bar afterward?
Like we hung out in his cabin.
Wow.
The drinks were there.
Yeah, they were there.
Wow.
You go to Augusta, it's ridiculous. It's the most amazing golf destination in the world. And we were at dinner before we had gone up to hang out with him, and the waiter came up to me and said, "Hey, Mr. Scobee, Mr. Manning invited you and your guests up for drinks afterwards."
Can imagine.
And so the member that I was with, he's like, "What'd he say?" And I told him, and he goes, "We need to hurry up, get out of here." I'm like, "Yeah, let's go."
Jeez. Hey, this is actually, I would get this. We have 7 minutes for the Jags game. I know you want to watch it as well.
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy Coster asked, what was so we know 59-yard field goal, everyone's favorite kick. What's your second? Do you have one?
Second favorite kick?
Yeah. Because I know you're asked about this one all the time.
Hardest kick or like...
It's like I think just like another moment.
Hardest would be good.
Yeah.
Or hardest.
I always bring this one up.
Heinz Field?
No.
Is that as hard to kick in as people say?
God, yeah.
And it's because of the wind?
Personal experience, yes. Mainly the turf. Like the turf is just not very good. Okay. It's hard to kick on.
Heinz is trash.
Yes. But we
Hunts.
We don't have to. We don't have to tell them that because then I'll get blasted again.
Oh, I said it.
Now I had a random like 40-yard field goal in Philadelphia. I think it was 2006, where the wind was blowing like 45 miles an hour. I mean, it was nuts how windy it was. You couldn't even hear the fans. It was so windy.
Damn.
You'd be on the field, you hear someone screaming at you, like, what was that?
Hear it in the
But
wind.
I had like a 40-yarder on the right hash with the wind blowing straight right to left, and I aimed it like 30 feet outside the goalpost, and it just goes like that, went right down the middle, and I flipped out. I'm like,
yeah.
People are like, "Oh, good job! It was 40 yards." Yeah. I'm like, you don't realize how
you
hard
got no
that
idea
was.
what I just.
But
did.
we beat them that day. Gerard was quarterback at the time, and we put a pretty good beating on them.
Wow, that's one of the teams that I can't remember us beating, but
yeah.
I wasn't watching in 2006.
Yeah, you were like 6 at the time.
I started in 08 myself, but we are excited for this upcoming Jag season. So we need to know what your prediction is for this season. Trevor Lawrence, Urban Meyer, all the hype is back here in Jacksonville. He says 10-7. I say 7-10.
Ooh.
What do you say? You in the middle there?
I'm probably right in the middle there.
Well, can't be right in the middle.
That's a good point. 8.5 and 8.5.
Ties.
I'm gonna be an eternal optimist when it comes to the Jaguars. Always.
Unfortunately,
I mean, I tweeted out last year when we were 1-0 that the team is really good.
Yep.
Same.
Yep.
And
I did dancing videos.
A little wrong, slightly wrong.
Luckily, I mean, look, there he is, Trevor Lawrence.
Hello, handsome.
I'm glad we were wrong.
There's the other handsome.
But yeah, look at that, our saviors. Hopefully,
but
I mean, that's the only thing.
That's why they're here, to save us. They literally have to save us.
The point. I mean, we are at a turning point in this.
If this doesn't work, nothing is going to work. Nothing is going to work.
We're talking about a
perpetual
generational
sadness.
talent,
and both Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence, generational talents.
I might move to Canada if this doesn't work.
I said, Eddie, if this don't work, I'm out of here.
Yeah. But I mean, obviously, I'm always going to be a Jaguar fan, and no matter what, because
unfortunately, that's the case.
Yeah, and sometimes you got to embrace the suck, as they say. But I think good times are ahead, and it might not be this year, but I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to say 9-8.
Okay, that's fair.
That's my guess.
That's totally fair. All right, last question. Another big debate on the show. You have to okay, all right, this is easy. Your life depends on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes it hard.
Yeah. That's happened a few times.
Steph Curry has to nail a 40-yard field goal with the game on the line, or Justin Tucker has to hit 2 straight field goals with the game on the line.
What?
Yes, I know. It's very random.
Free throws? Justin Tucker free throws?
Yes, so I said 2 straight field goals.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Did I say field goals?
Yeah, you said field goals.
Oh, that's why he was like, what? Duh, it's Justin Tucker. Sorry, 2 straight free throws.
Who you taking?
Dang.
And we've seen in this last playoffs that free throws aren't that easy to come
back. I would go with one would be easier than two. I'd probably go with Steph Curry. He is a my pick. Freak athlete.
Seems like he could do anything.
Oh, yeah. Amazing golfer, obviously amazing shooter. Yeah, I'm going with Steph Curry, even though I think Justin Tucker is the best kicker of all time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Vinatieri 2, Justin Tucker 1.
Oh, wow. Oh.
So is it too obvious to ask you, like, what makes him best? Are you just going to say field goal percentage?
Well, we're talking about
clutchness.
Clutch, power, consistency, accuracy. I mean, we're talking about
all four.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What do they say? A 5-tool player in baseball? He's a 5-tool kicker, like good at everything. And I've never seen anything like it. Well, and most people haven't.
Damn. I can't wait to steal him in round 14.
I'm going to give more respect on Justin Tucker's name then.
He's ridiculously good.
Yeah. All right. Well, Josh,
thank you so much for making the journey up the flight of stairs and across town.
Yeah,
thank you for bringing this memorabilia so we could see it in person.
Yeah, I'm going to take it home.
Oh, I was about to say.
Curtis can't have this.
Yeah, he's going to see this and run over here. But
yeah, if we were live streaming, we may have been in trouble. We may have heard a knock on the door.
Yes, but thanks for coming over.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Looking forward to this season, and go Jags, baby.
Yeah, keep up the good work.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So we had someone wanting to know your handicap in golf.
Oh, yeah.
+3.
+3. Don't know what that means.
Don't know what that means, but you're welcome.
That was just for him. It's not for us.
It means I average.
All right. Awesome interview with Josh. Thank you for coming on again.
Yes.
Mr. Scobee. It was a good time. Yeah. And now we're going to quiz our Patreon. See, why is Seabass calling?
Oh, he's already in that shit.
All right. He hung up. All right. Good. I don't know why the reason he has. No, and he
just wants to talk.
All right, so now we're going to this is a trivia question for the Patreon subscribers because we tried to fill the fantasy league last week, but we didn't have two people that. Sorry, I'm adding one person to the. But last week we didn't have two people that won, so we only had one.
It was a tough question too.
It was a very tough question. This week is tough, but as we have Tyler McGrilliams on the line.
But you have a good chance to get in there based on your guess.
It's tough, but you're not going to be wrong. Well, you're going to be wrong, but there's a chance. Yeah.
Shut up, Tyler.
You'll see.
We're talking.
All right, Tyler. Mm-hmm. You've been trying every week. And I've been pulling for you hard.
I'm trying to pull you.
I got to get it.
Down here.
All right. Here it is. Are you ready?
Yep.
You're going to have 10 seconds. Eric, you got the timer? What you writing?
Do they need to be timed on here since they're just providing
because we don't want Google coming into play.
Yes. Forgot. Cheaters. Yes. Cheaters. Yep. 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm. All right. How many yards did Adrian Peterson rush for? Now you just got to be close, or you got to be, okay. How many yards did Adrian Peterson rush for in his most rushing yard season? What?
296.
No, I'm sorry. His season total.
Oh, the season. Oh, my God. Okay, that game's right. Season total.
Andy will have to formulate the question.
Okay. I'm going to say 2004.
All right.
I almost said time's up, but I was waiting for you to get that out.
The answer, Tyler, is 2097. So you are. I mean, if you're the closest, you're in.
Damn. Okay.
I hope you are, because that's not too far off.
I thought you were gonna say like his highest rushing game. I think 296 is on the dot
versus the Chargers.
Yeah.
All right,
Tyler. Thanks for playing.
Or Browns. I think it might be Browns too. Okay. We'll talk to you later.
Yes. We'll let you know. Watch the episode.
Of course you will.
Run this fucking pot up, you whores. Inside joke.
Welcome to Dunn and Drew. Can I ask who's calling?
This is Molo from Daytona.
Molo. I've seen your name in there. Didn't know you were Daytona.
Daytona Palm Coast. Kind of the same thing.
Tomato, my bestie. God, I love that one.
All right, Molo. Here's the question.
10 seconds.
You got 10 seconds. You wrote down Tyler's score, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. In Adrian Peterson's highest rushing season total, what is the? I'm gonna get the question good eventually. How many yards did Adrian Peterson rush for in his highest rushing season?
Oof. 2106.
All right.
Wow. Quick answer.
Wow. I was about to say he's a little off, but no, you are now the closest.
Yeah.
It's 2097, so you're only
9
off. Well, Tyler, fuck.
Sorry, Tyler.
Let's go.
Molo.
Hey,
possibly welcome to the league because it's gonna be hard for someone to beat this unless they're on the nose.
For sure. Don't know what you look like, if you get in the league, would love to see a selfie.
All right.
Oh yeah, I'll change my picture in the Discord right now.
Bet.
All right, bet.
All right.
All right.
Holler at you.
Tag everyone to confuse them. Tag everyone.
Dragging out this call. I said, shut up.
Well, I'm trying to stay on the line.
Yeah, hello.
Dunn and Drew. This is who is this?
Hello? Is this a demon?
Hello. This is John Michael.
Okay,
Hey.
John Michael.
Got a lot of energy today.
John Michael.
Usually when you call, you're like, hey.
Well,
John.
he's had COVID. How is COVID?
Well, I just got out of work.
Oh.
They let me back to work already, so
Well, I
that's
bet
a
they
good
did. Those slave laborers.
Yep. You got it.
Anyway, okay, here's the question.
Okay.
Got 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
In Adrian Peterson's highest rushing output on the season.
It changes every time.
How many yards did he rush for in his highest rushing season?
There you go.
How many rushing yards did Adrian Peterson rush for?
In his highest rushing season.
2,097.
John.
I'm walking on the road, so I have no idea if I got it right or not.
Cat.
Like, I don't know if you can hear cars or not.
Yeah, we can hear it, but we're just in shock because you got it on the number exactly.
Really? Shit, I knew it was over 2,000. I'm born in 1997, so it's like 2,097.
Are you capping?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm serious. So I was like, yeah.
Wow.
Holy shit.
We just told the last guy we thought nobody would get close in here.
we pretty much we pretty much hold on. We pretty much gave the other guy the fucking password to the league because we swore he was in.
Oh, he told him, send a selfie, you're in. Damn, Molo.
Oh, Molo.
I'm bad, Molo.
You fucking on the nose. Wow. Well,
welcome to the league. Unless someone else gets it.
Right? If someone else gets it,
Well,
there's no way someone else gets it, right?
14 team league.
All right. Well,
this background noise.
We'll talk to you later, John.
Yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Once I get that negative test tomorrow, they let me back to fucking work without a negative COVID test.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, thanks for playing.
All right. Thank you.
See ya.
Oh, shit.
He's not the one. He's not the kind to cheat.
No.
He's a very
he's
sincere person.
He's in the car. He's not,
He's walking. He's definitely walking.
Oh, he didn't look that up.
Wow. That is insane.
He answered quickly, too.
He did. Although it took me a minute to get the question out.
It did.
And he did repeat the question back to me. Maybe to buy some time.
I don't believe it.
He's
not that type of person, I don't think.
I don't either. All right. Well, I guess, do we just stop? No, I got to keep going.
Yeah, you have to.
This next one is Cambridge, Ohio.
We're giving all these people a chance, and we got the answer.
But if someone else, okay. Hey, hello? What's your name?
Alec.
Oh my God,
bro! Should we give Alec the news or no?
No.
Okay.
What?
No.
No. What?
No, Alec. 10 seconds.
Okay.
All right, Alec.
We'll give it to them after they guess.
Okay. In Adrian Peterson's highest rushing season output, how many yards did he rush for?
Did some dude get it on the nose?
Just answer. You're wasting time.
It was like what?
I don't know.
1872.
Yikes.
That is
so far off.
Why are we cooking him? I ain't even gonna write that answer down, but yeah, somebody did get it on the nose right before you. So I didn't want to tell people that beforehand. I just want to give them a chance.
And we know that you've been extremely sad every time you've called in.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm dead that you guessed that someone did get it on the nose.
Yeah, Alex, you're a mysterious one, but we love your loyalty, and we'll see you next season.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
All right, bye.
All right, take care.
Oh my God. Oh, he kills me.
Damn.
Oh God.
You always got attitude, Alex.
Man. Dunn and Drew.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Brian from Colorado.
Brian, last name D. Start with D.
Starts with an S. Smith. You probably have never heard of me.
Oh.
I've been in the Discord, but I never say anything. I think I'm Pity Smitty in there.
Oh.
I've listened to you guys since literally the very beginning, but I'm probably the most intense lurker that you guys have. I messaged Drew once while I was in Norway studying abroad on Snapchat, and that's the only communication I think I've had with either one of you.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Well, this is a big step.
This is a big step. I figured one spot left. I love fantasy football. Might as well take a shot at it.
All right.
You waited till the last one to be like, damn, let me take my shot.
Yeah,
it actually is pulling a lot of people out because my voicemails are flooded right now. So.
Oh, shit. Alrighty.
Yep. Well, we're going to give you 10 seconds to answer this question. Hopefully Andy can formulate it correctly. I don't write it down.
Alrighty.
All right.
I'm ready.
So Adrian Peterson had a season where he rushed for the most yards that he rushed for in his career. How many yards was that? His highest rushing season. You have 10 seconds.
2,083.
So
that
close.
Was very close.
So close.
Unfortunately, someone got it on the nose. So if you don't get it on the nose.
Yeah, 2097. Someone guessed that.
Yeah.
97. Oh, dang. 14 yards.
Yeah. Hey, but if we were doing
right.
two people, you probably would have been in, but you know.
Damn. It's already.
Hey,
I love it. Hey, thanks for taking my call.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course. Love you
Don't
guys.
be a stranger.
Keep going.
I hope you love
I won't.
I hope you loved Norway. I'm trying to go there one day.
Oh, hey, it was gorgeous. I'll show you out there. Go see the Northern Lights. They're amazing. Go in the Arctic Circle. Gorgeous.
Damn. Be our tour guide.
All right, shit. Come with us.
I will.
All right, Brian. Pity Smitty. Schmitty Pity?
All righty.
No.
Pity Smitty.
Okay.
I think. I'll message somewhere sometime tonight so you guys know who I am.
All right. Thanks.
But have a good night, fellas.
You too.
Keep lurking.
Later.
Keep lurking. Won't feel bad for these next 17.
We did Cambridge, right?
I don't remember. You haven't said the names like you do on Patreon of the cities.
All right. Well, this is our manager actually.
Ebrio.
And if you're listening and you're wondering why
I said Ebrio so quickly.
Yeah, I know. If you're listening and wondering why he didn't say Tommy, it's because Tommy obviously has been demoted. So this is
He's been demoted.
This is our manager, Ebrio.
What's up?
We'll tell you after. But you're gonna have 10 seconds to answer this question. I need Andy to get every time Andy said the question differently. I need him to spit it out so he doesn't give people time to look it up.
I got you. All right, here we go.
I know you quick with the fingers, Ebrio.
You ready?
Wait. Yeah, I'm ready.
Go.
Okay.
Go, boy.
I'm sorry, a lot of pressure.
Write it down.
I should. How many rushing yards did Adrian Peterson rush for in his highest rushing season?
Go.
Oh, shit. 2,300.
Okay.
Ooh,
that's a lot.
Gave him grace. But it is wrong because someone answered 2,097 on the dot, which was the correct answer. So we're looking for someone to match that or not. But thanks for playing, Ebrio. See you soon.
Yep.
All right. In and out real quick.
He said, yep. Didn't get it. I'm out.
That's how we like it. Erie, PA. Who's this?
It's Cole.
God, you're nice. The main pod listeners don't know about your niceness with the city, matching the city to the name.
Yeah. You come in the pitch out, I'm going to know you.
Cole.
Yo, what's good, guys?
God, you're nice.
You ready? You ready for this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Love your energy. Complete opposite of Alex. Sorry. 10 seconds.
Complete opposite. And in his highest rushing season, how many yards did Adrian Peterson rush for?
Go.
2,098.
Holy shit, Cole.
Oh,
Did I just get that?
You were 1 off.
1 yard off.
Oh, are you fucking me? It was 2,097?
Yes.
Fuck me. Well, nobody else gets that shit.
Someone.
Well, hold on.
Ooh.
We are doing the closest person to the number.
Fuck. I'm surprised I got that wrong. I always fucking look at that shit on Madden on all the historic records.
But, bro, what are the odds that someone's going to get that on the nose?
That's true, though. They ain't going to get that shit. Fucking put me in the league.
Don't do that to him. Don't do that to him. I'm talking to Andy Cole. Because someone got that shit on the dot.
Ah, you fuck. You fuckers. You're lucky I love your cute asses.
Love you too immensely. Thank you for playing. Damn, that was good.
Yeah. I wish it was a 20-team league.
Dang. It's all good, guys. We'll appreciate y'all.
Hey, appreciate you too. Love this
every
energy.
week.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye. Damn, he should have called earlier. Oh, wait. John Michael still would have got it.
Ooh, that was tough.
Maybe not.
That was crazy.
Damn. This is our most competitive question yet.
It is.
With answers.
I'll meet back.
Seabass?
No, this is another Jacksonville, Florida number. This is Dunn and Drew.
What's up, family?
Hey. Hello. Hello, fam.
So, what's up? First time.
Hey, what's your name?
First time, long time?
First time, short time. Semi-truck driver.
Semi-truck driver. Just joined the Discord last week.
The brother of white people?
Yeah. Something like that. I think there's a different couple ways you could say that name. But I think you're on it.
I'm confused.
White people.
White people?
White people?
Yeah, Discord name, white people?
We people.
Oh, we people.
White people, I don't know.
All right. Here's a question, semi-truck driver.
Yep.
We just had another semi-truck driver on the line. He did not get it right. He was actually pretty far off.
Yeah.
Here it is.
10 seconds.
In this player's highest rushing season, how many yards did Adrian Peterson rush for?
Is this like in one game?
No, in his whole season total.
It was the whole season. It was 2,229.
Ooh. Close.
Pero no cegar.
Yeah. Well, we will see you in the Discord.
Yeah, we'll see you in the Discord. Thanks for playing.
All right, man.
Thanks for calling in.
Shame. Have a good one. Let's go CM Punk, by the way. CM Punk.
CM Punk. It's clobbering time, baby.
All right. Y'all take care.
Peace. We back?
Warren, Ohio.
Warren.
You know this. This is an every week thing.
It always escapes me.
Every week thing.
Always escapes me. Warren.
This is on the tip of my tongue, too. I think this actually might be Angelo.
It is.
Oh, shit. You nice.
Let's go. I'm nice. Angelo.
Danadio.
All right.
Our third Dunn and Drew member. Sorry, Tommy.
Third?
Yes.
Oh, he was the third person to join?
No, I meant like part of the team, Dunn and Drew team.
Oh.
Got you.
Yes. Wait, Ebrio, fourth.
Yes,
Sorry.
me, you, Ebrio, and Angelo.
Tommy don't listen. He ain't never gonna hear this shit.
He didn't say shit about episode 200. Didn't say shit. All right, Angelo.
Yes. Angelo, we're going to have 10 seconds It's been a competitive battle.
Very competitive
this time around.
Oh shit!
Like you're gonna have to come extremely correct.
Very.
Oh god, I'm not good at that.
Yeah,
like almost perfect correct.
All right. In his highest rushing season, how many yards did Adrian Peterson rush for total?
Fuck me.
Incorrect.
5 seconds.
4,257.
4,000. Why he an Avenger?
I wasn't getting that one.
Oh, 4,000. I'm dead. Well, we'll let you know if you won.
You did.
Let me know if I'm in the league. I'm excited.
You're in my heart's league.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for always calling in and being real.
All right, no problem.
Even though your answers have been very bad.
All right, man. Have a good night.
All right, see you guys.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you.
Oh. Very bad. Oh, shit.
All right, we're going to Fort Worth for this one.
Bryson Luckett. I know he gonna get it wrong.
Whoa. He's already telling I'm getting it wrong.
I'm already talking shit.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
Bryson Luckett. I'm calling out of Houston, Texas.
Okay. Are you ready for the question?
Sure.
All right. Hey, come on. Need you to come with more speed than that. Here it is.
10 seconds.
Here we go. In his highest rushing season output, how many total yards did Adrian Peterson rush for? Let's go.
1623.
You don't remember him running for 2K?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Bro, I was a little young boy, bro.
He hit 2,097 in 2012. How old were you in 2012?
12.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a youngin'.
I said I'm a young boy.
I was 19.
Yeah. Well, Bryson, thank you for playing, always calling in. I love your passion and competitive spirit, but till next time, it's been real.
Maybe next year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or maybe NBA fantasy.
Oh.
That shit was ass. We did that shit this season. That shit was so ass. But you was in it, right? You was in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that.
It was all right.
Yeah. All right, Bryson.
But I appreciate it. All right. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
All right. Love y'all.
Oh, shit. I hung up. I love you too.
Niggas keep saying love y'all. I ain't used to that love word. You feel me?
I know.
Saying it myself, actually.
What? Makes you feel weird?
Saying love.
Saying love.
I just doesn't come out naturally like that.
Interesting. All right, we're calling Jacksonville again.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
What's going on, guys? How we doing tonight?
We're doing great.
Doing good. Just filling these leagues.
Is this Derek?
Yeah, man. How you doing?
Derek. Remember Derek? Everyone knows Derek now from episode 200.
Oh, God.
Now that you're sober, would you blitz Tannehill?
Sure.
That is exactly our response when you asked us last week. Sure.
Thank God I don't remember it.
Well, it's on video for you.
Yeah. I tried watching it and I probably got through the first 2 minutes of it and I had to turn it off, dude. I couldn't stand it. I was so cringe.
That's me when I watch tailgate videos.
Oh man.
Hey, but there are people that said that was their favorite moment in Dunn and Drew history, the Tannehill part. So you're chilling.
Yeah, you created a good
All
moment.
right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, nice. So at least some positive came out of it.
Yes.
Always.
Well, let's try to create another moment here. It would be quite the moment if you got this one.
Yeah, it would be.
Hit me.
In his highest rushing output on a season, how many yards total did Adrian Peterson rush for? You have 10 seconds.
Total career rush yards or in a season?
Season rush yards. Stop delaying.
You said career or
1 season?
1 second left.
2,000. N5.
Oh, N5. He said N5.
2000 N5. Close.
Yeah.
Sorry
close.
for pressuring you. We just,
Yeah, no worries.
When did you get that answer out?
What was it?
2097.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
okay.
John Michael?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, he's in the Discord.
Yeah.
He's the
Right on,
he
but I
was
probably
the
thought-
he's the Chris Benoit one. Everyone's been replying to his messages with a knife.
Okay, I got you.
He got it on
All
the-
right, boys.
Oh, okay. All right. It wasn't
All
that
right.
my
Oh,
story.
my bad. My bad. Go ahead, my bad.
I was gonna say he got it on the nose. It was pretty impressive.
Oh, damn. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, y'all have a good pod, man.
All right.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
See ya.
Have a good one.
Later.
I was wondering who that Chris Benoit was. It's him.
What is it? How did you say his name?
Benoit?
No, it's just his first name.
Chris?
Okay. Thought you said crisp.
Oh.
Crisp.
Oh, Chris. I thought I fucked up the last name. I said Chris. How many more attempts we getting tonight?
Well, a couple more. This is Crockett, Texas.
Crockett.
Who's this?
That's Hunter.
Why is he calling?
Oh, yeah. Why are you calling him back?
I just have to make sure it's him.
It is. I know my cities.
What-
Hunter.
What's up?
Why are you calling?
Hey,
Why are you calling?
because I wanted the double or nothing.
Oh.
Why?
You're sacrificing yourself.
Why? You have a spot in the league and you want double or nothing? What's double?
Yeah. You get 2 entries?
No, I got to kick somebody out.
Oh, true. We did say that.
Oh.
So you're okay that if you don't get this, you're not in the league.
Yeah.
Are you drunk?
Nah,
What the fuck?
it's over.
What's wrong with you, Hunter? Are you in how many other leagues are you in that you are?
I'm in a total of 5.
Okay.
So you're okay leaving this league?
That's why he's comfortable. He's like, fuck it.
You know that
I'm not
means
really
we have to.
comfortable,
This means we would have to get another entrant by tomorrow.
Oh, we have.
How many people have got it right tonight?
One person got it on the nose, so there's one. But I can't tell you this. Why did I tell you that? Because now that's.
I don't know.
And then one person was 1 yard away, so we would have 2. So it's up to you, Hunter.
All right, what's the question?
Who would you kick?
Wiz.
That's his podcast co-host.
I know you're not getting it, so you're out. So here's the question. You ready? And I don't like people that have a lot of teams, so I'm glad.
All right.
All right. In his most yardage season, how many total yards did Adrian Peterson rush for in the season that he ran for the most?
Oh shit. He was 6 yards shy from breaking the record.
Well, you have 5 seconds.
2097.
2.
You've got to be kidding me.
Wow. Well, he's out the league. Oh wait, no, he gets to kick Wiz out.
I got to kick Wiz out.
Wow, 2097. How'd you know that?
Alec.
Oh, so someone told you.
Oh, I thought you would have laughed at that.
I was just in shock.
No, I don't like cheating. So I was just like,
but it's he admitted it, so it's funny.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't gonna let y'all kick Wiz out. I thought it was gonna be funny.
No, trust me, I'm laughing on the inside. Once I Eric's a tough laugh, but I am laughing. I'm laughing on the inside, but I'm also in shock, so I can't really. I was just trying to process it.
Yeah, y'all ready to kick me out of the league? You're like, fuck it, he gonna get it wrong. All right.
Yeah. You
we
really got that. You did get a reaction from me. I stormed away from the table. I said, you got to be, because I didn't want to deal with all that shit.
I was kind of just curious. That's why I asked you, and you said Alec, and you will see my reaction. I was just like, oh.
Yeah, that was Eric. I tried getting reactions from him from things, and he's terrible. Like I tried to get him.
Yeah.
I tried to get the Tebow reaction from him when we were trying out Tebow. He gave me nothing. So,
yeah, he was like, okay.
Yeah,
He was like,
he's not the one to go to for reactions.
Well, Alec, I know you're.
That was funny though. That's funny.
Alec, so okay, it's funny. Yeah. Shit.
No, I'm sorry. I'm talking to myself.
Are you giving me a death stare? Laugh, nigga.
A death stare.
You're welcome for the free content.
Well,
thanks.
Thank you. Well, thank you for that exhibition round.
This has been quite the segment. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could kick Wiz. I don't feel like him calling himself the trade god.
Well, the way you said that
was the
funniest,
felt
like you were about to.
The funniest part of this whole call was when Wiz said, "Who you kicking?" You're like, "Wiz." Very like dead ass, straight voice. Wiz.
I've been headset. I'm like, yeah, he's out. If I ever get the chance, it's him.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
Yes, thank you for the free content.
Thank you for the
problem.
TikTok.
Love you guys.
See ya.
Love you.
All right, bye.
Oh, I guess I say love you to Hunter. Guess I love him.
Guess it comes off the tongue naturally. Where are we at?
They probably
that was Crockett. Fort Worth again. Oh no, this is another Fort Worth. Sorry,
Bryson, look at brother.
We say who's calling? James Luckett.
James.
I don't know.
Yo.
What up, James?
What's up, guys?
All right, James, you have.
You got 10 seconds.
Who is this?
Yeah, who is this?
It's Jabram.
Who?
Oh, close. Javon Luckett?
Jabram.
Oh, Jabram.
Yeah. Oh, yes, Jabram from last week.
Yeah.
All right, you got 10 seconds. Here's your question. In his highest rushing season, how many total yards did Adrian Peterson rush for?
Five seconds.
2,150.
Ooh, that's a great guess.
Very close. 2,097. Thank you for playing.
Oh, shit.
Hey, it was a good attempt.
Yes, it was a good attempt, but somebody got it on the dot, so we're sorry.
Damn. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Love you.
Thanks for calling.
I think.
Love you too. See you guys. Bye.
Bye. I think. I haven't really seen him.
All right. That's it.
That is it. Welcome to the league, John Michael. The draft is tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern.
I'm going to check to make sure his birthday is in 1997. Just because that was his excuse why he picked 97. So, unless Alec going around telling everyone, or is Alec after? No, Alec was after him. Yeah. Wow.
Literally after him. Well, that was a fun segment to finish our fantasy league.
That was hilarious.
It was. Hunter gave us that little curveball.
Before we started, I was like, "Is this a good question? I just trash question. I don't really like this question."
And it's funny that Cole, he knew it from Madden, legend stats.
I remember doing that.
Yeah, you can just go look up random history. But welcome to the league, John Michael. Patreon.com/Dunn and Drew. Back to college football. I was gonna talk about the Clemson Georgia game this weekend in Charlotte because
who you got?
Hoping to attend. I got Clemson. I don't even know who the Georgia's quarterback is. But
are you kidding me? They are calling him like the most important player. I saw a segment. They're calling him the most important player in college.
Georgia's
season.
Quarterback?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I haven't done any research before the season started.
You've heard the name though, JT Daniels. You ever?
No. I looked like that because I was like, I didn't know he was like starting and shit for them.
JT Daniels is
JT Daniels.
It's all up to him.
Began his career at USC. 21 years old. Yeah, I've heard of him. I just don't know his skill set. But I've got Clemson because it's a machine like Bama now, I feel like. Even though Trevor's gone.
Is this a 7 p.m. game, 8 p.m.?
7:30. College game day game.
Bro.
So Kirk Herbstreit.
Oh, my gosh.
Chris Fowler.
That's this Saturday.
This Saturday night. After all those games of ranked teams we have during the day.
And what are the other ones besides Penn State and
the one you snoozed on in the Midwest, Indiana, Iowa?
I don't remember snoozing on it, but
you were like, I don't care about that one because there's no expanded playoffs. FAU plays Florida.
Don't test me.
And we got
what's your prediction? Give me a score.
I got UF 45, Florida Atlantic 13.
Yikes.
Yeah, we're ass. And then I go through Ohio State's games every week just hoping they lose one. And they have Minnesota. And they were a pretty good damn team last year. Last 2 years.
Doesn't Bama and Miami play?
Yes.
Did you leave that off?
Guess I didn't finish my guess I didn't finish my notes, but yes, Bama's going to Miami to play. That's a 3:30 game, probably on CBS. That's the one Zach Mamba called in, I believe, before and said, I think he called in.
He predicted a dub.
Yeah, he said Miami's going to win that shit. So that's also a top 15 matchup. Bama's 1, and Miami's 14, and Miami's home, but Bama's favored by 18.5 still.
Who's FSU playing?
They play a ranked team. I think they play Oregon. Hold on. Looking now.
All right, so we're going to take calls because I didn't put a timer on this.
Notre Dame.
Oh, that's another one you got put on here.
They're 9th. Notre Dame's 9th.
That's a God damn. Saturday is full of games.
That's a 7:30 p.m. game. So you're gonna be flipping through channels, buddy.
I need another TV out here.
You're gonna need 3.
All right. Sorry for making you wait. We are going to take your answer because we're just going to take answers till we're done with the pod. So what's your name and where are you calling from?
Jesus from Duval.
Ah, yes. Jesus from Duval. It's Trevor Lawrence?
Yes, it's Trevor season.
So here's the question.
10
you
seconds.
You got to come correct.
Again.
10 seconds. In his largest rushing season output, how many total yards did Adrian Peterson rush for? All right, go.
2017.
No, just a bit off. 2097.
2097.
And unfortunately, someone got it on the nose, so we can't take.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jinx. But thank you, Jesus. You've been calling in every week for these, and I appreciate your loyalty. And hopefully we can get you in something else competitive with Dunn and Drew.
Prize picks. All right. Peace.
Take it easy.
All right, bye.
What was that?
It's my COVID symptoms. Farts.
Bro, how come the whole freaking floor shook?
Floor?
I felt the vibration on my feet.
And his ass powerful.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. But, yeah, college football is going to be insane Saturday. And if I don't get to Charlotte, then I'll be right here watching them with you.
Wouldn't you rather? Because where are you going to watch these? You're not going to watch any of the games if you're in Charlotte. You're going to be tailgating and stuff.
Well, my plan was to go to like the college game day stage and shit, and then watch college football all day.
Where? Oh, at bars? Yeah. Okay. I feel like you'd be tailgating all day.
What am I tailgating for? The game? I'm not going to the game. I'm just there for the atmosphere.
Weird.
And it'll be a lit city. So like bars and shit will be packed and shit. I just like that part of it. If I don't have to be going to the game.
Okay.
Like I went to, I'm not done. I went to UCF Cincinnati when College Game Day went there, and I just tailgated there.
Oh, yeah. We had a whole ass argument about that. I remember that.
I don't, but I was blacked that day for UCF Cincinnati. But no, I don't plan to tailgate for this game. I just want to go see the atmosphere since, people are going out and traveling again and going to games and shit. So hope that camera's recording. Imagine. Run it back. You go back on Patreon. Sorry, guys, we didn't get your calls. Got to call back.
Please, everyone give the same answers.
But yes, hype for college football to start.
Who's your final four?
Bama.
Does it matter?
Clemson. It's got to be Clemson. If Clemson beats Georgia, they have nobody in the ACC is going to beat them, which is why we need more teams in the SEC and ACC that are competitive. Oklahoma is ranked 2, but I think they're going to lose somewhere in there. So I got Bama, Clemson. I got this right last year. The top 4. It's easy every fucking year. Iowa State. I think Iowa State might shock the world.
All right, next segment.
I need my last one. I'm not
Iowa State.
Yeah, Iowa State. They're returning everybody.
Okay.
You know if you watch that.
I guess I don't know. Iowa State.
I'll be wearing that hat too, so you know.
Oh my
God. Damn. I guess is Ohio State going to go back? I'd hate to choose them, but I think they're going to lose to Oregon. I don't know a fourth. I guess we'll get there when we get there.
Yep,
Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Yawn. Jinx.
So we do have our fantasy draft tomorrow, like we said. Everything's filled up. Would you rather pick first or would you rather pick last?
I'd rather pick last because I get the back-to-back picks.
But then, you got to wait again.
But if you pick first, you got to wait till the end of the second round.
Yeah, picking first has to be a bitch. I wanted to go back. I'm going to and see if anyone in our last 4 years won the league having the first or second pick. Because picking first and having to wait for that to snake back around is miserable. Because you pick, sure, you get Christian McCaffrey, but then you wait, you see
all the
tight
running backs are gone.
Runs on tight ends will start by the time it's your turn. All the running backs are gone. Top wide receivers are gone. Like, good luck.
I want 4 or 5. Give me 4 or
5. Closer to the middle. Yeah, 5 sounds good.
Yeah, because you're getting a star player in the top 10 regardless. Hopefully,
top 12, you're going to get a star player,
and hopefully they don't get hurt.
Yeah,
and then the rest of the rounds are just about lucking out. Some of them, but it's all about drafting people that don't get hurt, because you get hurt.
Yeah.
Especially in 12-team league, your fucking top 2 running backs go out for 4 or 5 weeks, like mine did last year. You're gonna be fucked.
I lost Kittle for the whole season. Thank God for Gesicki.
Oh, yeah, he did go off. I lost Chris Carson and Chubb last year.
Oof.
So it was a rough year.
It really is, whoever stays healthy.
It was rough picking up backs off the waiver wire. That's the worst part of fantasy, when your stars are out and you gotta fucking pray that this guy you've never heard of gets a touchdown. It's rough. But everyone, after the draft's over, everyone thinks they got a hot-ass team.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I seen someone post their team today, and they were like, damn, my team kind of stacked. That shit was ass.
Please, guys, if you post your team to Twitter or to the Discord or to your friends group chat, and you say, how's my team, please preface it with, is it a 12-man? Is it 10-man? Is it PPR? Because I can't judge it if I don't know how many teams are in the league. Like, I looked at a team the other day, it looked stacked. I was like, wow, that's a great fucking team. And then he says, oh, there's it's an 8-man league. I'm like, no fucking kidding. So you must preface your team.
Yeah, the dude whose team I saw had Jalen Hurts at quarterback. So,
well, he did win me a couple of games last year. He put up some numbers. Who's your top 3 in fantasy this year? Who's going 1, 2, and 3? If you had the first pick, if you had the second, if you had the third. Well, I guess,
I think it's always fucking running back central. So right. I'd say McCaffrey, Henry, Kamara.
Yep. That's mine too.
Yeah.
Dalvin Cook, though, he scored so much last year. You remember I had him. Every time I looked up, Dalvin Cook touchdown.
Oh, my God.
Dalvin Cook touchdown.
I remember one game, that man had like an 80-yard touchdown, and then he scored again. And I was like, damn, Andy probably eating. And I checked your score, and that man had like fucking 30 points. I was like, fuck. I can never get a fucking player with 30 points.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook, he's a monster. Yeah, he might be ahead of Kamara. Maybe. No, but we have PPR.
But it's funny, though, in our league, like, we always play each other first, and I always somehow squeak out the week 1 win, and then
every
goes
time
to the championship.
Every time.
And I get fucking like 6th. But I love starting off week 1 with Andy Dub, but then I get fucking cooked.
It's a tradition. This is our 5th year, 5-year tradition.
But if I had like 5th pick and those 4 running backs were gone, I'm taking Saquon at 5.
Ooh, we're kind of deep at running back.
I'm going to roll the dice on Saquon again. Because first time I drafted him, I traded
got injured.
Him. No, I traded him, and he did good.
He went off, yeah.
Then I drafted him again.
And he got hurt. Yeah, there's a lot of running backs to be had this year. But you want to have one of the tops. I don't want to have 12th pick and have to take – I love him, James Robinson. It just doesn't sit right with me. But if I did have the 12th pick, I could – go like maybe Michael Thomas, James Robinson.
Probably gonna
not DeAndre Hopkins, James Robinson.
I'm probably gonna do something different this year. I'm gonna go running back, receiver. Because
waiting for me to cook you or something.
No, I'm just gonna.
That's not bad at all.
I'm gonna play the injury game. I'm gonna try to stay away from 2 running back.
But if you have 2 running backs, if one of them gets hurt, you're better off having two top running backs.
Yes, but I did last year, and they both got hurt.
That does not mean that it's always going to happen.
I know it's not always going to happen, but I have to play my odds.
You took Chris Carson second round?
Yeah.
I think I cooked you for that.
I took Chubb Carson. No, wait. I took Zeke Carson.
Then you traded
Zeke
to trade
for Chubb and Kelsey. I traded Chubb and DJ Chark. I traded Zeke and DJ Chark for Kelsey and Chubb. And I still...
What a fucking terrible trade on his part, and then shocked that you didn't do anything
third.
with that.
This motherfucking Chubb got hurt. He was eating last year. So.
You finished third?
Oh. No, the guy I traded did too. I forgot about Chubb. Chubb not a top 5.
Oh my God, another one.
Yeah. Chubb.
But he does split with Hunt.
Yeah,
so that makes him like a... Damn.
Yeah, he's not much of a pass catching back. That's what they got Hunt for. So we'll see tomorrow night. Your nerves will be high. I'm a little nervous. I want Devontae Adams though.
Going in and out.
Devontae?
Yeah, I heard
I want Devontae.
Oh yeah, he ate last like ridiculous.
Yo, he's got the ultimate trust with Rodgers, and that's all I need. And he's gonna get me 30 a game if I can squeeze him out.
All right, so your pick 11. All the top running backs are gone, but you have James Robinson, and Devontae Adams is gone. But James Robinson is like the best running back on the board. Kelsey's still there. Mahomes is still there. Kittle's still there. Lamar Jackson is there.
Lamar Jackson.
What?
I would take Josh Allen over him.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you taking a running back? What are you taking there? A quarterback, a tight end, receiver?
I would take James Robinson and then hope Kelsey was there in the second round.
Yeah. That's a nice one, too, James Robinson.
That'd be a nice one, too. Because I get to watch my Jags and have James Robinson on my team, and then I have Kelsey.
That was fun last year.
Kelsey going to have 20 a game always. And he's never hurt. That man durable as fuck.
Well, there we go. Lock it in. Travis Kelce is getting hurt this year. When's your injury list?
Oh, shit.
Next week?
Next week. I'm going to type that shit in here so I don't forget.
Okay.
Well, Kelsey about to be on it now. Injury list coming next week. I said I was going to do one per team, but that's cap. I'm going to just list off fucking names. I see you have a question in here for me about Shenault.
Oh, do you think you're going to reach on Laviska Shenault, your favorite player in the league?
No. I expect him to still be hanging around in like round 5, 6.
I would hope so.
So, yeah. I don't think I'd have to reach on him. If I'm satisfied with my first 6 picks, I'm taking Shenault. He better be on the board. If not,
you're probably going to trade for him. I can see that.
Before the week starts?
Yeah.
It's going to be tough because I'm
so the Jaguars, I'm finally back on the Jags train.
Same.
I was on the Patreon. I said 5 wins. I'm off the 10-win bullshit. I'm down to 5 wins again. ETN got hurt. He's out for the season. But after watching, I know it was Cowboys backups, but after watching, man.
You going back up to 10?
I'm not going back up to 10.
I'm finally meeting me at 7.
I'm sitting at 7.
He came to his senses.
Yeah, I'm sitting at 7. But did you see yet the play to Laviska?
Mm-mm. I didn't watch any highlights.
Oh, why?
Because I want to see the whole game.
I don't know how that's possible. I'm trying to think if there's anywhere to watch it.
We scored 34. I want to see every single second of that shit. I don't want to see this fucking highlight plays and a couple plays from the drives that we had.
Laviska Shenault had a drive. I think Trevor went to him 3 times on the drive. And I was like, oh, man. And one of them was for a touchdown. I was like, whew, I am editing my draft board because Laviska is going to eat. There was one play where he threw a bubble screen, just threw out to him quick. He broke 1 tackle. One guy jumped on his back, and 2 other guys came to try to stop him. He kept running for like 10 more yards. He was just running
like
with
one
people.
Of those commercials.
He was running with people hanging on. I was like, oh,
Marshawn Lynch type nigga.
Yes, he is the Marshawn Lynch of wide receivers.
I know. That's why I'm getting him. I might have to reach now.
Yeah.
I'm about to be, first pick. Chill.
First pick. I could see you doing it. I really can.
No, I won't.
I hope not.
It'll be after round 3
Do you, transitioning here.
Now that I know that, I am going to be on edge. So I'll draft.
I know. People are awake to him. You got to watch the game. You're not just watch the whole game highlights. You're not going to see the whole game anywhere.
I wonder because usually I'm about to say YouTube how long they are. Because if they're like 8 minutes, that's not enough. Because NFL does a recap of every even preseason single game. Yeah, they're 9 minutes 53 seconds. 10 minutes 41 seconds.
Well, did you find this one?
I wonder if the Jags have a more detailed vid on their website.
No, they just have highlights. And then Trevor's highlights. That's all you have to watch.
I can't watch it again. How do I watch the whole thing again? Don't they show like?
Oh, they do sometimes. They do show. Network? They do show. They might. Oh, you know what? You'll also see it on Hard Knocks.
Oh yeah.
This week, but you obviously won't see the game, but you'll see.
You'll see like some highlights from the sidelines and shit of us cooking their ass. But yes.
Do you have any rants, raves, or reviews?
I have rave/reviews. I just want to talk about this past week in Daytona/Orlando. So I went down there Wednesday night because I had to be up Thursday morning last week for a shoot with NBC Sports and NASCAR. So I have a NASCAR contact that put me in touch with this marketing agency that was working on this campaign for NBC Sports. And they had hired Jay Mendoza already, who's a Latin American influencer, does Instagram, TikToks. So I was kind of just like brought in as like the second guy and the black dude because they're trying to bring more, minorities into the NASCAR fan base. So we did that shoot. And I also met Ocho Cinco, Brandon Marshall at the track Saturday for the Infinity.
Yes, I am athlete
race. Yeah. Didn't get to talk too long to them, so I wasn't able to ask him to come on the pod. But when the woman introduced me to Ocho, she said, "This is Eric Dunn." He looked at me, and then he's like, "Oh, shit," and fucking hugged me like he fucking knew me forever. But
yeah. Did you tell him back off? You don't know me like that?
No, I didn't do all that. I hugged him.
Fake.
I hugged him tight. And then I had a McDouble after to celebrate because he's like big in McDonald's. But anyway, so yeah, I shot that with NBC. I was on TV because they did a broadcast. They did a broadcast cut of what we shot for social media. So some of it made air, like a 30-second bit. Some people saw it.
Oh shit.
So if you haven't seen it, it's all over my fucking Instagram page. All the different cuts from the NASCAR video and on Twitter and whatever you can find it. But that was fun. Hoping that leads to more NASCAR shit and whatever else. I think the agency that was working with NBC, they were talking about they're doing a Sunday NFL
countdown.
Sunday Night Football. They're doing a campaign for that, like the opening game, which I think is Bucks
Cowboys Thursday night.
It's the opening.
It's in 1 week and 3 days.
The Sunday night, the first Sunday night game.
That would be Bears.
Actually, let me see.
Ravens?
Dude.
No, because Bears are playing the Rams. Bears-Rams?
I think it is the Cowboys game.
No, that's Thursday. Oh, but you mean, yeah, it's still called Sunday Night Football.
Oh, is it? Even the Thursday night is?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the game they're doing then because they said they're going to be in Tampa. So that Bucks Cowboys game might be it. So hopefully they reach out to me for that. And if they do, I'm going to try to swoop in Dunn and Drew into that. Because that's what I do, I'm a self-promoting god. Chill. Then Sunday evening, after all the NASCAR events were done, I attended a super spreader birthday party. So hoping I don't get COVID this week, which is why I'm waiting to see if I test positive. And if I do, I will not be going to Charlotte this weekend for that college game. But some decisions were made, and, I'm not an asshole, so I take precautions, and I don't want to put anybody in harm's way, so I will get tested this week and evaluate my feelings, and if anything's out of the ordinary, I will not be getting on that plane to Charlotte. So I had a good weekend, and I'm looking forward to this one coming up as well, but that's my rave review, and hopefully y'all see me and Drew in Tampa for Cowboys Bucks. That would be great. But I got the resources now to do it. I literally was on set with NBC, and they were talking about that, and they know I'm sports, so we'll see what happens.
Thursday night is NFL Network will be. Wait, what? Oh yeah, this Thursday night NFL Network is showing Jags Cowboys replay. I just added it. It'll be recorded.
Let's go. I've been talking about wanting to see the Jags score 30 this season with Trevor Lawrence.
Might be your only chance.
And they scored 34, and I didn't get to watch it because I was at that party. But I'm glad. I want to watch that shit. But we better score 34 on the goddamn Texans. The fuck? What you mean? But Trevor Lawrence, QB1. Gardner Minshew is now an Eagle. And CJ Beathard is QB2. So that is who we're going with this season, and the 53-man roster will be available tomorrow. So we'll know who got cut tomorrow. So
I don't think anyone cares.
I do,
but
because we had a pretty stacked.
Well, non-Jags fans that listen, but yeah, I get it.
Your team too will be cutting their roster to 53. I'm sure y'all care about your roster. Give me the outro music. Thanks for listening, guys. Episode 201, 98 away from 300. That's our show. Share this episode with your friends, parents, enemies. Rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. Check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/Dunn and Drew. Subscribe to that Patreon, patreon.com/Dunn and Drew. Use Dunn and Drew, manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping, and download Prize Picks. And until next time, this has been Dunn and Drew, baby.
Wash your hands, social distance, stay healthy, everyone.
Get a test.
That was funny because it may have been one of my favorites.
And we were sober as fuck.
Yeah. Maybe we don't need to drink.
We don't, but it's fun to drink.
Right, but that was fun.
I know, but drinking is also. So, like, you know.
But knowing that I can do it without drinking.
You knew this.
No, now I know.
You've been a week with no alcohol and you feel good?
Yeah. I mean, relatively speaking.